feel it before anyone names it. That hitch, that glitch. The room doesn't change, the hierarchy does. He's still loud, still confident, still crowned everywhere else. But here, around you, his gravity misfires. Watch closely. Eyes shift. Laughter hesitates. No challenge spoken. No move announced. Yet something ancient inside him starts calculating exits. Because control hates anomalies. And you? You're standing where rules dissolve. Someone notices first. Then another. Then the silence spreads. Power isn't lost loudly. It leaks, and everyone can see where it's going. You didn't challenge him. That's what confuses everyone. No confrontation, no raised voice, no attempt to compete. And yet, his system falters. When you're near, he still issues commands, still expects obedience, still wears the crown. But something misaligns. Responses arrive late. Confidence fractures mid-sentence. Authority checks itself. Before landing, people notice the delay, not consciously, instinctively. Eyes flick to you. After he speaks, not for approval, for confirmation. That's the glitch. Empires don't collapse loudly. They develop inconsistencies, small errors, unexplainable distortions. And you are one. Not rebellion, not resistance, an anomaly. His power can't categorize. He doesn't fear you yet. That comes later. Right now, he's trying to understand why control behaves differently in your orbit. And the most dangerous thing for any ruler is not an enemy. It's something that doesn't respond to the rules at all. It doesn't happen once. That's the problem. It repeats. Same setting, same tone, same authority, different result. Every time you're present, he speaks first. You don't rush. He expects alignment. You don't adjust. Something subtle breaks. Instructions stretch longer than necessary. Explanations multiply. He starts filling space that never needed words. You say less, the room listens more. That's when patterns form. Not dramatic, not obvious. Consistent. Power usually flows in straight lines, predictable, trainable. But around you, it bends. Observers feel it before they understand it. They sense repetition without planning, and repetition creates questions. Why does he work harder? Here. Why does his confidence need maintenance around you? Patterns expose truth without accusation, and once seen, they can't be unseen. This isn't coincidence anymore. It's a system, failing to dominate. One variable, you. They don't confront him. That's important. They watch. Power survives, as long as observation stays silent. But silence changes shape. Side glances stretch. Smiles arrive late. Attention drifts. Never back to him fully. Someone leans closer. Not to hear him, to see you. Nobody announces it. That's how exposure works. It spreads, without language. He speaks. The room listens. Then, eyes slide away, toward you. Not admiration, not loyalty, calibration. They're checking reality. Authority used to land clean. Now it echoes, returns thinner, less convincing. People don't challenge leaders. When something feels off, they test them quietly. Delayed responses, shorter agreement, neutral expressions. Where enthusiasm lived, you didn't recruit them. That's what terrifies him later. They arrived on their own. Status is collective fiction. Everyone pretends until they don't. And right now, they're pretending less. Someone whispers, without words, "Notice how he changes?" Another answers, "By watching you longer." Truth doesn't need proof. When behavior confirms it, he laughs louder. They don't mirror it. He asserts control. They wait to see if it holds. That waiting is exposure. Because leadership hates audits, and attention is an audit. Your presence forces comparison, without accusation. Him, working to maintain dominance. You, doing nothing and still shifting gravity. The crowd feels the imbalance. They may not name it. They don't need to. Social structures adjust before logic catches up. And now, every interaction becomes evidence. Every word he adds sounds defensive. Every silence you keep sounds intentional. The audience doesn't crown you, not yet. But they've started mentally relocating authority, quietly, individually, which is the only way power ever truly moves. He still stands at the center, but the circle is drifting. You don't decide to change. That's the strange part. There's no vow, no moment of resolve. It's subtler. Your body adjusts before your thoughts catch up. Shoulders settle, breathing evens out, movements lose apology. You stop scanning faces for permission, not rebellion. Release. You realize you've been over-responding for a long time, explaining yourself, shrinking timing, softening presence. And now, none of that feels necessary, not because you're angry, because you're clear. Clarity is dangerous. You notice how he watches you, not directly, in fragments, checking reactions, measuring. Silence, reading what isn't offered, that's new. Once his attention flowed outward, commanding. Now it bends inward, self-monitoring. And something in you recognizes it. You aren't rising, you're stabilizing. That's the shift. You don't seek leverage, you stop leaking it. No performance, no explanation. Just alignment between thought and posture. People feel that alignment. They always do. It registers as calm, as weight, as someone who doesn't need to win. You realize power doesn't arrive with excitement. It arrives when noise stops working. Your words shorten, your timing sharpens. You don't fill gaps anymore. Silence becomes your most accurate response. Not strategic, natural, and that's when you understand. He didn't lose anything. You stopped giving something away. That's why it feels internal, private, irreversible. You aren't transforming into someone else. You're returning to a version of yourself that never needed permission. And once that switch flips, nothing external can flip it back. Nothing dramatic happens. That's how you know it's real. No announcement, no confrontation, just a shift in who reacts to whom. He starts adjusting first. Tone changes, pacing tightens, statements come with explanations attached. You don't move. That stillness creates pressure. Leadership used to be automatic. Now it requires effort. He checks the room before finishing sentences. You notice he's no longer directing energy. He's managing perception. That's a downgrade. Control doesn't disappear. It relocates, subtly, quietly. People wait a half-second longer after he speaks. That half-second belongs to you. Not because you asked for it, because attention found you. Decisions begin forming in your direction before he finishes talking, not openly, internally. That's where real power lives. You don't counter his moves. You don't need to. You exist outside his rhythm. And that breaks systems. Authority works only when others sync to it. You don't. So others stop syncing too. He increases effort. You reduce output. That imbalance is impossible to ignore. Control hates inefficiency, and he's becoming inefficient. Around you, you feel it, the center shifting, not into your hands, into your presence. You're no longer responding to power. Power is orienting around you. That's the migration. No theft, no struggle, just gravity, choosing a new anchor. You don't celebrate it, you don't signal it, you let it settle. Because the moment power feels chased, it resists, and right now, it's arriving on its own, quietly, irreversibly. He feels it now, not intellectually, physically. The room behaves differently. Eyes linger longer. Reactions arrive slower. Certainty doesn't land clean anymore. He notices the delay. That's when fear enters, not panic yet, assessment. He increases volume, adds humor, sharpens commands, old tools. They used to work, but something's changed. They're being observed, not mired, measured. He senses an audience that isn't with him or against him, just watching. That's destabilizing. Power depends on assumption. Fear begins. When assumption fails, he starts scanning reactions, not leading, checking. Every glance is a status report, and the reports aren't good. You're still calm, still unreadable. That contrast irritates him, because calm, under observation, signals control. He jokes again, louder. The laughter comes late, or not at all. Now the procedures change. More rules, more reminders, more presence. That's not authority, that's anxiety, wearing structure. He increases proximity, territory checks, subtle tests. You don't flinch. That's when fear deepens. Because fear isn't about threat, it's about unpredictability. And you're no longer predictable. To him. Once he knew how you'd respond. Now, he doesn't. His system relied on anticipation. You removed it without effort. The king doesn't fall here. Not yet. But he feels watched by the very room that once validated him. And that awareness changes everything. Because a ruler who knows he's being evaluated is already defending, and defense is the first public sign that control is slipping. Nothing concludes, that's the ending. No victory moment, no visible transfer, just a new reality everyone adjusts to without discussion. He's still present, still speaking, still occupying space, but the center is no longer fixed. To him, you feel it in how conversations bend toward you, not seeking approval, seeking alignment. People speak, then glance your way, not to ask, to confirm. That's authority. Without performance. You didn't climb. You didn't replace him. You became the reference point. And reference points don't compete. They define direction. He notices now, fully, that awareness tightens him. But there's nothing to confront, no challenge he can respond to. You're not opposing him. You're existing outside his framework. That's the domination. Because systems can fight resistance, they can't fight irrelevance. Your silence, ISN to absence. It's completion. People don't ask who's in charge. They behave as if they already know. Decisions stabilize around your presence. Tension drains, not because you command, because you don't. Leadership settles where certainty lives, and certainty has found you. He still wears the crown, symbolically, but symbols require belief, and belief has shifted without noise. You didn't stand up. You didn't declare anything. You remained exactly where you were. And that's why everyone understands. The crown moved, not onto your head, into the space you occupy.